This classic whistle-stop presentation is brought to you by Out West. Love the West? So do we. Click the icon or go to scvoutwest.com.
Our trip today started at the Lake Merritt station, where BART Central Control is located. We then went to the MacArthur station, which is here, and at this station there are 4 trackways serving these 2 lines that go in each direction. We then boarded a train and went through the subway stations in Oakland and through the Oakland West station and into the Transbay Tube. We arrived then at Embarcadero Station, Montgomery, and went to Powell Street. At Powell Street, there are 3 levels of service. The San Francisco Municipal Railroad operates on one, we operate on another, and then at street level, there's the cable car.
As Cy Mulber mentioned, our second stop on the tour was the MacArthur Street Station, where we were able to get this unique view of the San Francisco skyline and the Oakland Bay Bridge as the fog lifted. Electronic train destination signs at all the station's platform levels flashed the destination of incoming trains: Concord, Richmond, Fremont, and San Francisco Daly City. You determine which train to board by noting on station maps the last stop on each route. BART operates 450 cars built by Rohr over its 71.5 miles of track. The trains operate from a 1,000-volt DC electric third rail located adjacent to the tracks. High-voltage paddles protrude from the underside of the trains to pick up the current. The track gauge for stability is 5 feet 6 inches. Standard gauge is 4 feet 8 inches. We then boarded our train bound for San Francisco. Our host guided us through the clean BART cars towards the cab to meet our engineer. Our engineer's name was Ah Fong, who began to describe the operation as the whistle-stop crew journeyed toward the Transbay Tube and our final destination on the BART system, Powell Street, San Francisco.
We're just moving according to speed. Each certain section of track from one rail to the other rail, there's a little piece that we call a shunt, and that dictates the speed over there to the speed indicator. From there, that certain section track, when the train arrives there, it'll dictate saying, okay, train, you can travel, say, at 36 miles an hour, which is being shown at this time. You might want to just take a picture of that there. There's a shunt right there. Right across the running rail.
Got it.
Now approaching Oakland West, West Oakland.
After a short stop at East Oakland, we then were able to pick up speed.
34, are you at 19 Street?
We still got about a mile or so just before the board.
That's our producer in the cab asking questions. Ah Fong relinquished his engineer's seat so that Frank could get these exclusive scenes for our whistle-stop viewers as we traveled close to the system's maximum speed of 80 miles per hour through the Transbay Tube.
That's a better view right there of what we see, especially when we go through the Transbay Tube.
Can I sit here as we go through the tube?
Oh yeah, no problem.
What's our speed right now?
We're doing 70. Once we get inside the board, we should be pushing a good 80. Because right now we're a little behind in terms of performance. That's because I held the train a little longer there at Oakland West. There we go. Here comes the tube. We won't get full speed 80 until we pass one of the first vent structure. That should be a little bit of light that shows up like just before the Transbay. Is there too much reflection for you there?
No, that's fine. That's fine. Good. Now we won't see anything until San Francisco, right?
Right. You might notice it. See, there's a little bit of light coming up further up there. And that's
Yeah,
what
I
we
see.
call the vent structure, the east vent structure. And that's just letting you know you're going to be right into the vent. You're going into the Transbay Tube. See that light right there now? That's the last one. That'll take up most of the suction.
Wow.
Okay, now watch. You think that's something? Well, we're going to kick up another 10 miles an hour right quick. Right about here. See where the sign is out there? 80 just passed?
Yep.
That flicker. You can even feel the performance of it a little bit more for that extra 10.
My ears are popping.
It's just, what we usually do is just open our mouths and just, kind of burp it out of you. There's the beginning of the station. You can look on down. See, there's a train ahead of us now that's been slowing us down. It's at Montgomery. Once he clears, we'll be able to proceed from this station. And once you get the power, it'll be a nice shot from here down.
The first stop after coming out of the tube is Embarcadero Station. That's Cy Mober, our guide, kidding with our producer.
The opposite track.
Want to ride some more?
Yeah.
Want to drive the train some more, Frank?
The whistle-stop crew made note that the BART System stations were among the cleanest in the country. The crew then moved on to Montgomery Street and then on to Powell Street Station. The crew then detrained at Powell Street and said goodbye to our engineer.
Thank you.
The trains accelerate at 3 miles per second. As Cy Mober promised, we were able to get glimpses of this tri-level transit location. The BART system on the lower level, the San Francisco Muni Market Street line in the middle, and at the street level, San Francisco's most loved institution, its cable cars. The cable cars have always been voted funds for their continual service by Bay Area residents. In 1984, the cable car system returned to operation after a few years were needed to refurbish the cars, during which time necessary cable and track repairs were made. The cable car system has been in operation since 1873. It was developed by Andrew S. Halliday, a local manufacturer, after he witnessed an accident one foggy night involving an overloaded horse car that careened down one of San Francisco's steep hills. Despite the ridicule of many who called it Halliday's folly, the system grew to 10 lines with 600 colorful little hill climbers, opening up the difficult areas of the city that were inaccessible to horse cars. The underground cable travels at a constant 9 miles per hour. The cars take hold of this cable by use of a grip that Halliday invented. When the grip is released and the brakes applied by the operator, the cars can stand safely on the steepest slopes. The cars climb grades as much as 20% and give their riders spectacular views and a trip into San Francisco's romantic past. As the fog started to come in over the Golden Gate Bridge, the whistle-stop crew could not make up their minds as to where they should have dinner that night. Stay here at Fisherman's Wharf or take BART back to Oakland's Jack London Square. We will find out when their expense accounts come through.
Shop, look, and listen right here at WhistleStopUSATV.com.